How often do we, in our own steadfast certainty, demand of others a path we ourselves cannot traverse, or a clarity we ourselves do not possess? We stand as beacons, radiating advice, yet our very foundation might be rooted in the same flawed earth we decry in others. Is it not a profound form of self-deception to preach perfection while embodying imperfection, to admonish a perceived weakness in another when that same fault is etched deep within our own nature? This tale probes the delicate balance between precept and practice, between the spoken word and the lived truth, questioning the legitimacy of guidance offered from a place of unacknowledged personal failing. Can true wisdom ever be imparted without first being embodied, or is it merely an echo of empty rhetoric, destined to dissipate into the void? High on the craggy cliffs, where the ocean's fury met granite fortitude, stood a towering lighthouse. Its beam, a constant, unwavering sword of light, sliced through the inky blackness, a testament to its singular purpose, to guide. For centuries, it had stood, a sentinel of safety, its glass eye sweeping the tumultuous waters. The lighthouse possessed an undeniable sense of its own arrogance, stemming from its perceived infallible nature. It observed the world from its lofty perch, a silent judge of all that transpired below. One evening, a thick, swirling mist began to creep inland from the sea. It was young, nascent, still finding its form, yet already possessed a nascent humility, acknowledging its transient nature and its yearning for purpose. The mist, confused and formless, drifted close to the cliff face, its tendrils seeking an anchor in the solid world. As it enveloped the base of the lighthouse, a deep, resonating voice boomed from the towering structure. "Young mist," the lighthouse proclaimed, its beam cutting through the swirling vapor with disdain, "why do you cling so low, so formless and indistinct? Ascend. Be clear. Disperse yourself and embrace the vastness above, where your true potential lies. Clinging to the earth makes you nothing but a wet shroud, a hazard, an impediment to all." The lighthouse's voice, though seemingly wise, held a cutting edge of judgment, a lack of understanding for the mist's natural state. The mist, startled by the sudden, booming directive, recoiled slightly. "Noble lighthouse," it whispered, its voice a soft, barely perceptible sigh, "I strive for clarity, for that vastness you speak of. But how? How do I ascend? How do I disperse myself, when my very being is to coalesce and drift? Show me, great guide, how to achieve such a state, and I shall follow your radiant example." The mist's question was genuine, a plea for true guidance, not just an order. At this, the lighthouse fell silent. Its beam, usually so confident, wavered. It had never considered how it would ascend or disperse. Its entire existence was one of fixed, rooted presence. It was a structure built upon solid rock, designed to stand firm, to never move, let alone transform into something as ethereal as the sky it pointed to. The very idea of becoming formless, of ascending beyond its foundations, was anathema to its nature. It tried, in its own way, to comprehend. It strained its metallic frame, imagined detaching from its base, becoming lighter, less substantial. But its immense weight, its deep-set roots, its very being as a fixed point, rendered the thought absurd. The lighthouse's light flickered, not in malfunction, but in a sudden, profound realization. It saw its own foolishness, its own rigid inability to move, to change, to transcend its form. How could it command the mist to ascend and disperse when it was so utterly bound to the earth, so incapable of achieving the very transformation it demanded? Its words, once so authoritative, now sounded hollow and hypocritical, echoing in the damp air like a forgotten promise. The mist, still patiently waiting, slowly began to reform, still low, still clinging, having received no true guidance, only an impossible command. This narrative mirrors the pervasive human tendency to offer advice based on idealized principles rather than lived experience or genuine empathy. We often find ourselves in the position of the lighthouse, demanding change or improvement from others without first examining our own capacity for that change, or understanding the inherent nature of the one we advise. This leads to an arrogant pronouncement of shoulds that lack practical application, fostering a cycle of frustration and misunderstanding. True wisdom, however, stems from acknowledging one's own limitations and understanding the unique struggles of others, rather than projecting an unachievable ideal. It's a call for leaders, mentors, and indeed, all individuals, to practice humility and to embody the change they wish to see, rather than merely dictating it from an unexamined position of perceived authority. In the silent depths where precept falters and example illuminates, Filiarium invites you to question the foundations of your own guidance. For only in acknowledging our immovable nature can we truly understand the path of others.